I did not misgender you. You misgendered yourself, and I refuse to play along.
Oh, yeah. Oh, here's the transphobic people. Blah, blah, blah. I get it. You get to decide all of our gender. But, like, dude, it's so dumb. I mean, first off, look at her fucking face, bro. Like, if there's a third gender in the world, I guarantee this is what it looks like. You know, I mean, look at her. This person is neither male nor female, okay? Dude, I mean, seriously. We got like part clown. We got part fucking, 1700s fucking wicked witch of the fucking southwest. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some shit going on here with this. But anyway, here's my take on it. Is one, who fucking cares about this stuff? Like you don't own gender. I'm sorry, Christians or whatever people. Like, the reality is there were more than two genders thousands of years before your fucking Bible was even a thought in the scrotum of a fucking person who was born. Thousands of years before. You go to the earliest Egyptian, Polynesian, native cultures, there was always a third gender. The Hijra in India, the Oaxaca people down in Oaxaca, Central America, Southern Mexico. There have been more than two genders since the dawn of fucking time, since the existence of human beings. Now, in those other cultures, they used to revere them. They were looked at special because it was like, wow, they were in between the two sexes, or they were one sex that was actually the other. They had been born into a different vessel, one vessel and one mind. And they were looked at as spiritual and special creatures. They were looked to with reverence. Okay, then Christianity comes along and the Christians are like, no. We get to decide the morals. We get to decide the peepees and the vaginas and the sex and everything because we're weird, shame-filled people that do all kinds of wicked shit hidden in the background while we judge everybody and act like because we have a goddamn cross hanging around our neck, we're somehow some special people, when we're actually assholes who hold slaves and abuse women and abuse kids and do all kinds of negative shit with money and wars, and we're so fucking toxic that it's unbelievable. That's been Christianity, right? But now they're like, they get to be the arbiters of gender. But here's the thing. If you have an issue, you can always find some ungendered way to refer to the person. And at the end of the day, your whole like gendering thing comes off like this, okay? Veiny, third gender fucking weirdo. It comes off as this. I meet you out in the wild. You look at my driver's license or whatever, you make an assumption, you call me Thomas. And I say, oh, no, my name's not Thomas. My name is Tommy. And you say, no, like your official document says Thomas. So therefore, like by law, you are Thomas. And so now we're all going to refer to you as Thomas because of this official documentation. Like Thomas is your actual name. You trying to fucking say your name is Tommy is trying to wrap me into some fucking unreal, like fantasy world mental illness that you have, Thomas. Like, fuck you, you're Thomas. You cannot be Tommy. And it's like, goddamn, you're just a fucking dick. Okay, like, and my name is Tommy, and like, fuck you. But that's literally what this shit is. That is being like dictated to us by some third gender looking fucking weirdo with clown eyebrows and 75 pounds of goddamn makeup and like a chin, like an under chin that she imported from the fucking Australian outback. For the love of God. Like, you shouldn't even be judging. You know what I mean? Like, dude, go look in the mirror, you fucking stupid ass. And that's the way it is. That's what it is. Because it's like, just let people be people. And maybe instead get to know them and find out why they are who they are. And experience it. Instead of fucking being a weird third gendered fucking bitch ass.
I'm about to say something that's going to piss a lot of you guys off. So you might as well unfollow me now before. But just hear what I have to say. Black people in America have been very, very gracious to you all.
Dude, black people in America have like carried a lot of fucking torches for this country for like 500 fucking years, bro.
The civil rights movements for equal opportunity employment started with black people. The reason you were able to get equal opportunities when you became a citizen,
She's not wrong.
and other immigrants, the birthright citizenship, it's because of civil rights movements black people died and fought for.
She's not fucking wrong, man. And now the like what happened in this election, a bunch of fucking Latino people were like, "Whoa, we can't vote for the black women." That, I mean, it's pretty shitty when you think about it. I mean, granted, everybody's just fucking scrambling for their shit, but I will tell you this, I will never, for the life of me, in a fucking million generations, I don't care if I die and come back to the planet and die again, I will never understand how women voted for Trump after the pussy grabbing and the sexual abuse and the just overall degenerate fuckery that man has done to women, and then taking away their rights and the way he treats women reporters. For women to vote for Trump will never make sense. And then the Hispanic people, the Latinos that voted for Trump when he promised to abuse and degenerate and accost and harm your fucking very heritage. He said you were poisoning the blood, but somehow you got convinced that no, you were like the good ones. And he was only going to go after some other of your own people. Like, never in a million years will I ever fucking understand that. Ever. You just, there's no way you can explain it. It is a level of dumb fuckery that to me is just unallowable. No way, I can't even apologize for them. But I will say one thing to the black women of America, like, thank you. You have held solid. You have fucking, like 90%, you have always made the right voting decisions. You have never fucked around with these degenerate, like fake promise losers. Like the black women have always fucking seen through the bullshit, man. Always, dude. And I swear, a black woman, maybe not Kamala Harris, but a black woman becoming president, man, would be like part of the cure of this fucking country, bro.
And we have never shoved it in your face. In fact, most of you don't even realize our civil rights movements are what made you benefit. But still, you thought you were better than the rest because you got close to this proximity. But one thing that you will never be able to do is jump in their skin. We paved the road on which every birthright citizen has walked on.
Dude, think about that statement. We paved the road that every birthright citizen has walked on. And like, she's not even lying, man. Black people paved that road. They gave up their wealth, their lives, their family lineages. Our entire economic system was built on the backs of black people and their hard work and their ingenuity, and they never got any of the receipts. They never got any of the reward. They got convict leasing and black codes and vagrancy laws and Jim Crow and segregation, and then they fought through that, like walking into the white schools and the civil rights and the fire hydrants and getting gunned down. They fucking served in Vietnam and World War II and fought for their country and still had to fight for civil rights through all of that, man. And then they get incarcerated like 5-10x to what other people do. They get gunned down on national fucking TV or a fucking boot on the back of their neck. And like still people want to slander Obama. It's like, goddamn. And when they silently take a knee like Colin Kaepernick, they get run out of the league. And then they still get gunned down and murdered on national fucking TV, bro. It's like, dude, like fucking A, bro. At what point do we just start giving fucking black people like medals and millions of fucking dollars for like everything that fucking done for this country, bro. And they're still fighting for it. It's like, God damn, dude. And now what is Trump doing? They're removing the page honoring black veterans and Hispanic veterans from the Arlington Cemetery. They're removing teaching about the black voices that fought the civil rights movement, and they want to whitewash the Civil War and all that shit. Dude, it's like, it's such fucking bullshit, bro. It's such fucking bullshit, man. We're never going to be able to fucking repay the fucking debt.
My Republican parents are in the FO phase of FAFO. So a couple days ago, my mom texted me asking if I could pick up her prescription because the pharmacy filled it before they were actually going to be in town.
Oh,
I said, sure.
no. Once you hear the word prescription from a Trump voter, you kind of know what's coming.
No problem. She told me it would be about $220. So I was like, okay, no worries. So I roll up to the pharmacy and the lady tells me it's going to be $778.
Oh my God.
Like, whoa, that's a huge difference from what my mom said. So can you just give me a couple minutes and I'm going to try to make sure that they're cool with it. So I call my mom, no answer. I call the house phone, no answer. I call my dad finally and he picks up. He said, well, I feel like that's amount I've paid before at the pharmacy for your mom. So I was like, okay. The woman said, yeah, and you're lucky you came today because the insurance company called yesterday and repriced it. So before it was going to be $1,000. I was like, oh, I'm saving money. Mom's going to be so happy. Home, text my parents, hey, this is what you guys owe me. My mom freaks out. She's like, what? What? It was only for one prescription for a 3-month supply. She's like, it's always $220. Dad starts freaking out because he was like, wait, what prescriptions did you pick up? And I said, it was only for one. He thought when I called him that it was these 2 drugs that she normally gets together. My mom was like, what the heck? That's crazy. Da-da. And I was like, well, what did you paid $220 before, right? She's like, yep, 3 months ago when I picked it up. I said, well, Mom, the only thing that has changed within 3 months
is Trumpy. Oh, you want your prescription to be expensive? Come on. Dude, the Trump fuckery. Yeah, dude. I mean, think about that. And not only this, though, guys. You ready? Not only is this kind of shit happening across all sorts of medications, but the insulin work. The insulin work that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris did, having Medicaid negotiate the price of insulin. They had insulin down to like $35 and Trump fucking scrapped it. Now, why? Even if you hate Joe Biden, even if you hate the Democrats, even if you hate everything about everything, why would you cancel $35 insulin for people? Like, who would do that? Only the worst fucking degenerate human fucking being wannabe piece of shit on the planet would make $35 insulin go away. Like, there's just no reason to do that. It is completely senseless.
is you know what? I still have the prescription and I bought some of these lovely I did that stickers. So I put that under the $778 and we'll be so excited to deliver that to my parents when they get back in town.
Oh my God, dude. I love it. Beautiful fucking work. Beautiful work. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. You like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.